First, let's look at pole zero diagram 1 and 2. Since at both graphs, the 2 points are both in the circle and they are both on the x-axis, then it means there will be no frequency. So it can be either pole zero diagram 1 corresponds to impulse response 1, or pole zero diagram 1 corresponds to impulse response 6. And we can see that from pole 02, its only point is on the positive side of the x-axis. So we have pole 02 corresponds to impulse response 1, and pole 01 corresponds to impulse response 6. Then let's look at pole zero diagram 8. Since both points are out of the circle, so the impulse response should be diverge. So we have pole zero diagram 8 corresponds to impulse response 4. Then let's look at pole zero diagram 5. Since the point in pole zero diagram 5 are closest to the original point, so the closer the point is, the faster the attenuation is. So we have pole zero diagram 5 corresponds to impulse response 2. Then let's look at pole zero diagram 7. As we know, the larger the angle is means the larger frequency. Pole 07 have the largest angle, so it has the largest frequency. So we have pole zero diagram 7 corresponds to impulse response 3. Then let's look at pole zero diagram 5 and 6. Their angle is similar, we can see from the graph, which means their frequency is similar. Then we have pole 06, vector mode is larger than that of 5. So we have pole 6 corresponds to impulse response 8, and pole 5 corresponds to impulse response 2. Then let's look at pole 0 diagram 4. Since the angle is much smaller, which means the frequency is smaller, so we have pole 0 diagram 4 corresponds to impulse response 5. Finally, let's look at pole 0 diagram 3. Since pole 0 diagram 3 is equal to pole 0 diagram 6 plus pole 0 diagram 2. So we have pole 0 diagram 3 corresponds to impulse response 7. And that's it.